Hey, before we get started, EiEi Podcast is now available on Apple, Google, Spotify, and Stitcher. Make sure to check the links below if you're interested. And now, on to the episode.
Hello, everyone, to the EiEi Podcast.
Woo!
We aren't dead.
I'm dead.
Yet.
Yeah. So today, we're doing a bit of an experimental thing. We got some webcams going on, so this should be interesting.
Yeah. As you can see, Ninja is actually showing you his face for the first time.
Yeah, this is what it looks like.
And I'm showing you my hands right here.
Ninja is actually
really
possessed an NVIDIA N-Gage for today's video.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's trapped in there.
NVIDIA.
Alright, so we gotta introduce ourselves because that is how we begin these, right? Okay, so I am Ninjastar Compass. I am right now some hands in a void, but my YouTube channel is Ninjastar Compass. I make videos. That's all you really care about. So moving on to the next person.
I'm Jonii. I also make videos. I'm a face in a void. Pac-Man sometimes.
I'm Kardino, and I also make videos sometimes. Sometimes even about Monkey Ball if I'm really feeling good that day. So.
Monkey Ball.
I'm Aaron. I do SuperMonkeyTweets and pretty much just a bunch of Monkey Ball shenanigans all over the place.
Yeah, I'm William. I don't make videos yet, so I don't have anything to plug, but I work on Johnny's stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I did
Often
not
when
tell
I
you
talk
this
about Monkey
beforehand,
Ball.
but we have a secret guest for this podcast.
Oh no.
Oh?
Oh my god, they're here.
Yo!
Oh my god, it's
Hello.
them.
You should introduce yourself.
My name's Daro. That's me. I'm also a mouse.
Nice.
What's up?
Daro, if you'll remember, was in a group stream of Banana Mania when it came out with Ninja and Jeff and I, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe you stream on Twitch.
Yeah, I stream fairly regularly. I try to be regular, but sometimes I'm lazy.
Yeah, I feel that.
I feel that.
Pretty relatable.
That's me who's only uploaded like once in all year. It's great.
Hey, same.
Yeah.
But
I guess
yeah,
we should
now
get-
we got a good crew.
All right, we should probably say what the podcast is about because now that all the lead directors for Monkey Ball are now out of SEGA, we basically want to talk about what the future of Monkey Ball is, especially with, Banana Mania releasing and it being, positively received. So, yeah, that's what the podcast is about.
Okay. Do we want to start with Nagoshi?
Probably.
Because-
That's like the big...
Yeah. So
elephant
Yeah.
Nagoshi, if you don't know, Toshihiro Negoshi is the creator of Super Monkey Ball, and after Deluxe, he was like, I'm gonna make games about the Yakuza, and I'm gonna be a Yakuza, and I'm gonna wear cool sunglasses and have pretty ladies stand around me. And then he did that instead of making Monkey Ball, and then he
let his child die.
yeah until one of his colleagues is it
Shirosaki.
Masao Shirosaki, is that his full name?
Yeah, sure. Well, I know his last name is Shirosaki.
I think his first name is Masao, but I could be wrong about that. But yeah, he picked it up. He's like, hey, let's make a game. And Sega's like, make Banana Blitz HD. And he's like, damn it. So they made Banana Blitz HD. And then Sega's like, you get to make a good game now. So they made Banana Mania. And Toshihiro Negoshi, I don't know how much involvement he had in that, but he did come back to record vocals for the song. But then Banana Mania came out. And where did Nagoshi end up?
Nagoshi
What was the name of the
ended
company?
up as an assistant producer, I believe, and then Shirosaki was director, Nagoshi was producer.
For Banana Mania?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then after Banana Mania came out, first I think we heard Nagoshi left. I don't remember the name of the company.
NetEase.
Yeah,
Thank you.
NetEase.
And
Yeah.
did Shirosaki end up at
have not
the?
heard of before.
Was it a new company or was it already?
No, it's been around for a while. I believe they go back to like the 2000s, but like I remember they had something to do with Nintendo, if I recall correctly, a long time ago. Like they did some game for them or something.
Okay. I'll do a little cursory Googling, but
I know, right? We should probably have researched this before we started the podcast.
Well, we were too busy talking about the fall of capitalism.
We are hazing. It's fine.
Yeah, but if I'm remembering correctly, did Shirosaki end up at the same place?
Yes. So
Yes.
they actually went all over to NetEase and started Nagoshi Studios, I believe. Which is funny since, they also had Kojima Productions. So now we have Nagoshi Studios.
Negoshi's about to make his Death Stranding, and it'll revolve around monkeys and balls. But not the monkeys and balls that you know.
I know, right? It'll
not
be
as you
some
know.
knockoff. It'll be some knockoff monkeys or something.
It'll be
just take all
apes
the
and cubes
adventure.
or something.
It'll be all the
Super Monkey Ball
adventure characters.
It'll be like Death Stranding, where it's like super hard to control, but it'll be just like Monkey Ball otherwise.
Yeah. That'll be the twist. It's like we couldn't use balls, so we put them in cubes, and it's like, how do you move the cubes? And
It's
he's
just like every
"Beats
like
me."
slow turd.
Yeah. But yeah, so now, Monkey Ball over at SEGA, they're without Monkey Ball's father and they're without Monkey Ball's stepfather. So, I felt like, and we
a bunch
talked
of
about
the other
this.
lead staff too. There were like
did
8
they also
people who
depart?
went over with Nagoshi.
Okay, yeah, so it's an interesting position because I know when Banana Blitz HD came out, we talked about how Shirosaki really seemed like the guy at SEGA championing Monkey Ball. He understood kind of what it was supposed to be. He had a passion for it. And now, like, Monkey Ball's reasonably successful again. Banana Mania got to happen. It seemed to have sold fairly well. SEGA actually put out a survey asking what people might want from future Monkey Ball games and kind of what they liked and didn't like about Banana Mania.
And pretty much everyone said multiplayer. That's pretty much what everyone just spams. Give us multiplayer.
Monkey Target.
Monkey Ball is the only series I ever see them like do something like that for. It's like, oh, what do you want in this series? Like every other series is just like whatever.
Yeah, they kind of do. They do general surveys sometimes, like what kinds of SEGA games do you play? But they're not like, hey, what did you like about Sonic Forces?
Because I knew exactly what they would get.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we put out a good game. Let's see if this one's good enough.
Maybe because they feel like the people responding to the survey are the ones keeping the series relevant.
I think that
kinda
makes a lot of sense too, because a lot of their other series, either they've kept active, they have a big fan base, or they'll get a revival game that's like done out of house, like Alex Kidd, or like was the Space Channel 5 VR game done out of house? I think that was done by Tetsuya Mizuguchi's new studio.
I feel like
because he
it was,
left
but
Sega
I don't
as well.
remember.
I think it was done by.
I'm your Google guy, don't you worry.
Yay!
Special guest Google.
I can't believe we actually got Google to sponsor the podcast. No.
The Google himself.
We have to say that we're not sponsored by Google.
We are not sponsored by Google.
I'm not gonna say
It's Grounding
What do you
Inc.
believe about
Apparently,
me?
I have no idea what Grounding Inc. is.
I think that's Tetsuya Mizuguchi's other company because he created Space Channel 5 when he was at Sega and then he left. So I think they did that kind of thing. I feel like they're not going to do that with Monkey Ball. They're not going to be like, hey, guys.
Hey.
Do you guys want
Just
to...
left, but
Yeah, but do you want to come back in? Because, I mean, they don't do that with any of their other franchises. They're not like, hey, Mr. Naka, do you want to work on Sonic? So I feel like maybe... Because, Alex Kidd also was an indie studio. Streets of Rage was an indie studio with their revivals.
Shenmue was arguably an indie studio.
Oh yeah, Shenmue 3 was not Sega. So I mean that's they're in an interesting predicament where Monkey Ball, it seems like they want to do it in-house. All of the in-house people who know how to do Monkey Ball are gone. But they want to keep it going because it made the money.
I want to see how many people from the production team. I'm googling this now. How many people from the lead production team of Banana Mania are still at Sega?
Yeah, because I think that might be like maybe there's someone in there who's like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take up the mantle. It's gonna be me, but I don't know.
And the fact that they actually did have like the survey.
Yeah, the survey proves that there's plans of some kind.
Yeah.
Like, whatever it is, they
Or they're
clearly
thinking
want
about
to
it.
continue making money off of Monkey Ball, which I am fine with.
The
So-
interesting thing wasn't. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you first.
I was just gonna say the interesting thing is wasn't Banana Mania done by the Yakuza team for the most part, or at least a portion
Yeah.
of the Yakuza team?
It's the
Yeah.
same team, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's-
what the hell's going on with Yakuza? They're not gonna stop making Yakuza.
That is a
Yakuza
good
makes too much
question.
money.
I think what was like so. I think Banana Mania was probably developed at the same time as Lost Judgment, and I don't think Lost Judgment had the same team as like the other Yakuzas and whatever. So, I think people like Lost Judgment, which means that I think Yakuza's still going to be going fine, and maybe RGG is going to be like, okay, you guys are the Monkey Ball squad. You go and make Monkey Ball action, and we'll go and make violence.
Well, yeah, because
Violence.
they made so many Yakuza games by this point that I imagine like at least someone else has to understand how it works. You know, it's like, I can
Lost,
do that.
Lost Judgment is technically RGG, but it looks like I'm not seeing Shirasaki's name, and Nagoshi is only credited as one of the two writers. So it might have been that they kind of split the team, which would make sense then because they probably have some of the people.
Yeah,
Also, with the way Banana Mania is, like, I and like as good as Banana Mania is, it does kind of like, I don't know, both it and Banana Blitz HD kind of, I don't know, they've always seemed like side projects to me, like very
You've seen-
passionate, well done
100%.
side projects, but you know what I kind of mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yakuza is the priority, 100%.
Well, I feel like Banana Blitz was the last like Monkey Ball game that had like the full, like the full studio behind it,
yeah.
which is
Yeah.
funny to say because Banana Blitz was the one that
the worst
everyone
one.
hated, but
killed
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, past that point, Step and Roll's like a full game, but it reuses the engine. All the other stuff is handheld.
they outsourced splits, didn't they? So
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right,
Yeah.
they did. 3D is 3D. So.
3D. Yeah.
Did they outsource 3D as well?
I don't
they?
think so. I think
I don't
that was
think they
in
did.
house.
Oh, okay.
I think
I'll
that
look
was
it up.
in house.
It was
Yeah.
just kind of, I mean,
You know,
it turned out.
There's something funny
in a
about
way
playing
that a lot of
3D and
people
seeing it
disliked.
had longer credits than like Monkey Ball 2.
Yeah,
Oh.
3D was in house, and apparently Hideki Naganuma was one of the composers for
Oh
it.
yeah, I did like the menu theme or something.
That's
That's kind
awesome.
of neat. But yeah, it definitely seems like Monkey Ball is a franchise that they want to keep going. They're going to keep doing it. Maybe a good comparison point is something like Puyo Puyo, where like Sonic Team makes those, and like clearly they keep making them. They make money. People like them, but like when they put out Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, that's not like this is our AAA game. Like
Yeah.
we're putting everything in. It's like, oh well, we have Puyo Puyo Tetris. Let's just build off of that. And then even Puyo Puyo Tetris, it's like, oh, it's the crossover, so that's the big one. And then after that, it's like, oh, let's do
2.
Puyo Champions, which is like the same but without Tetris, and it's like $10. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe there's a comparison to be made there in terms of budget and scope.
Yeah, we're in like such a weird situation with Monkey Ball because like literally like a month ago there was at least I felt like a lot of excitement. I didn't Shirosaki kind of like talk about how he wanted to do more Monkey Ball anyway, like after Banana Mania.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Was
kinda
that
banking
him?
on that. Yeah, I think Shirosaki. I mean,
Like,
after
it was
BBHD, of
from, like-
course, he was like, yeah.
No,
but
no,
then
no, it
Even
was from,
after
like,
Mania,
like Banana Mania, like
didn't he say he had like a specific idea even of what he wanted the next game to be?
yeah,
'Cause I feel like I
it's-
remember that.
It sounded
Okay,
like
so
he. Oh, sorry.
sorry, I'm been looking this up, right?
Mhm.
And the 4 people who worked on Monkey Ball that left were one of the executive management heads, one of the development and environment programmers, and then the director and the producer. So those are the 4 people from the team that left to join Nagoshi.
Those are pretty heavy hitting.
Yeah, those are
Which
like, a lot of the
means
big
we
creative
still
people.
have the lead programmer. Well, we pretty much still have the full team. Besides,
Yeah.
we still have the well, there's still 3 other development and environment management. Like, you know, my point is, without going down the list, there's like 2 or 3 people in each role, and only one of each category actually left to join Nagoshi.
Okay, so it's a lot of creative people, but like still, there's a lot of the team still there.
As long as someone has like a good vision for it, they could probably still make a good game.
I looked it up. I looked it up, and I don't know if this is exactly the interview that Aaron and I were thinking of, but there's a point in one interview with Shirosaki where he's asked, what can people expect from the future of Monkey Ball? And he says, I actually want to know what everyone is expecting of Super Monkey Ball. As with past games, we are very eager to hear what fans think of the new game and what they'd like to see in the future. I like going on adventures, so I want to play a game where I can go on an adventure around the world with EiEi, which means Monkey Ball Adventure.
Adventure 2! Exactly, it makes so much more sense.
Well, that's decided. They'll get the Yakuza team, and they'll make a Yakuza game. But
alright, podcast over. We did it, boys. Let's go.
You guys are memeing about Death Stranding Monkey Ball, but I think that's actually what's going to happen.
Yeah,
that's what he wanted.
Yeah, it's something I was gonna bring up earlier when you mentioned like the budget. Like Monkey Ball has always kind of been like a low budget series, so I feel like they're still kind of going with that angle. It's just like right now it's a lot more noticeable because you know it's 2022. And game graphics have changed a lot since 2001.
Well, I wouldn't even say that because, like, you could, like, the Monkey Ball games on GameCube were still very budget, but it didn't feel like it.
Well, yeah,
it's also because they're a lot smaller in scope generally, except for 2.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like Ninja said about it being you notice it more because it's maybe more modern, so maybe some of the polish isn't quite as there. I know literally Nagoshi talked about that with the first Monkey Ball game. Literally, like I believe it was the head of SEGA at the time was like, why are games so damn expensive to make? And Nagoshi took that as a challenge. He was like, I'm gonna make a game in the least amount of time with the least amount of resources possible. And that was like the mission statement for Monkey Ball from the beginning. And even 2 was like done in less than a year after the first game. So they've always been kind of like, oh, let's do them really fast. Let's do them really cheap. But yeah, I don't know quite exactly what it is that you notice it more with something like Banana Mania. It could be that it's a more modern game, so it requires more. It could be that they're maybe doing too much, like because Banana Mania's got a lot of extra content, and I mean it's got all the party games from 2 on top of that. There's something there where you can tell a little bit more. The polish isn't quite so.
Something I will say is that this kind of still ties into this is that Banana Mania basically being built off of Banana Blitz HD is definitely like the biggest thing you can tell with like polish such. Like you can see most of the limitations of the game are because of Banana Blitz HD.
Yeah,
well, like the original Monkey Ball 1 and 2 on GameCube were based on the original arcade engine, which was already like basically perfect at that point. So they just like had to tweak it slightly. Well, you know,
so I'm looking
had to, like, take this weird engine and then kind of like force it into old Monkey Ball, and that's where the problem is.
Yeah, I think it's partially that. It's partially just not even necessarily that the engine is bad, but just of what they're asking it to do. Because in Banana Blitz HD, it's like, oh yeah, it's Banana Blitz. It plays like Banana Blitz. It's fine. It's great. Well, it's great. But if you're suddenly using that engine and you're like, okay, we need the Banana Blitz engine to be doing Monkey Ball 1 and 2, suddenly you're asking the engine to do something it's not really designed for. And so there's a lot more kind of messing with it that I would imagine needs to be done.
Yeah, that's something I think, like, because I know a lot of people, like, you know, kind of like reply to like the official accounts, kind of like egging them on about like, I mean, a couple things, but one is like the physics, and I kind of wish like that's hard to like replicate like near perfectly the way people want it to be. Like I don't know.
But I mean, I would assume they would still have the source code, but you know.
I do think like even then, like in the main game, like it feels like it's good enough, like it works, but I think there's parts of the game where you notice it more. I've ragged on and on about Monkey Target, but like the reason Monkey Target feels bad partially is because they're asking Banana Blitz Monkey Target to be OG Monkey Target, and they're not like you can see it with the takeoff from the ramp. Like in the original games, it's like, oh, the momentum is just enough, but in this game, it's like, oh god, we gotta like force the monkey up into the air. Like it's
it's a cannon. It's a cannon in Banana Blitz HD.
Right, it's not like designed to do that. It's supposed to shoot.
So like when I see like EiEi going on like a set track and then launching in the air, I'm like, oh, that's just him doing the cannon thing, but it looks like Monkey Ball 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's like you can. I honestly think it's really only if you have been a longtime Monkey Ball fan, or if you're familiar with like Banana Blitz HD or Unity. Like the smoke and mirrors are kind of easier to see, but I think for the most part, most people I think don't even notice.
Yeah.
Oh, especially not with the main game, no.
I was gonna say the engine works at its best when it's like Monkey Ball 1. I feel like that feels completely fine. Like there's not much issue with Monkey Ball 1. It's when you get to Monkey Ball 2, when it's a lot more ambitious of like what's asking you to do. That's when it starts having more issues.
Because I think it's partially in the simplicity of the stages. Because Monkey Ball 1's fairly straightforward, so it's like, oh yeah, this is just a Monkey Ball level. But Monkey Ball 2, it feels like a lot of those stages are so specifically tailored to the original engine that's where it's like, this is not quite like I remember it.
Launchers is a fun stage.
Alright.
Launchers is a good stage, okay?
Okay, it's been fun, boys.
Okay. No. You cannot just insult launchers like that. I will not stand for this slander.
I've said
No,
nothing.
I'm defending launchers. I'm
not saying nothing.
Yeah, you're on thin ice, okay?
I can see
I'm actually
I can see Cardino's little VTuber get angry.
No, you can check my Twitter. I defend launchers on Twitter. I'm putting myself on the line here.
I'll be on Launcher's defense squad. I'm with you.
I'm checking your Twitter right now.
I will defend launchers in Monkey Ball 2. I will not defend it in Banana Mania. That is my
That is
That's
true.
a good take. That's a
I
good
won't
take.
I
defend the
also
warp
like-
roll.
I'm also you should all see just how dedicated I am to this. I'm digging through Sega's financial report to see if they even mention Monkey Ball. And it's so big that my computer has been loading this PDF for the past 2 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, but to go back to like kind of like where Monkey Ball is now, it's just weird because after Banana Mania, like seeing the amount of like, you know, like people like there have been a lot like there have been like a decent amount of people like playing it online and talking about it, and it seems to be doing pretty well and pretty popular. Sega, you know, being good faith with the community with the with like the the survey and like all that stuff, like everything seems so hopeful. And now with like some of the bigger people of the team leaving, I'm like kind of not sure how to feel anymore.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I think I was in the position where after BBHD, I was like, are they gonna keep? Are we getting? And then Banana Mania happened. I'm like, oh, we're probably getting a new game, and it's probably gonna be good. And now I'm like,
Yeah.
We're probably gonna get a new game. I have no idea how good it's gonna be. I don't know what the hell it's gonna be anymore. Like before, I was like, oh, it'll be like 1 and 2 because they got all the people and they know what they're doing. But now I'm like, well, you got some of the people, so they could have that idea, or maybe they'll bring in a couple extra people to, you know, fill in for the people who aren't there. And it's like, oh, with this new team, we kind of want to do something different. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I that could go any direction, really. I have some faith because of the fan surveys and the reception of Banana Mania and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, it's Sega. I never have complete faith in anything.
Yeah.
I mean, like, at the very least, like, there is a noticeable amount of effort on Sega, and, like, especially, like, the Sega employees working for, like, the social media and that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Who are really awesome. There's clearly a lot of interest and, you know, dedication into... I wouldn't imagine you would put together, like, an extensive survey if you have no plans going forward.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely.
But at the same time, now that like some really key people have kind of made like a pretty quick leave, it kind of just throws things into a really weird kind of like not knowing where it's going.
Yeah.
I will say we are in a better spot than we were after Banana Blitz HD. I still think we are.
Oh my god, absolutely. And we're in a much better spot than we were in before that game.
That is
There
true.
there was a time where the best that we could get was a Peggle clone, so I'm just thankful to where we
There was
are.
a time
Like,
where
oh
the
my
best
God,
we could get was Sonic Force's costume, so you know.
You can dress up as EiEi. You can dress up your little guy. You can dress up your little guy as EiEi. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think part of what gives me hope though is just the difference between the position we're in now and like the position we were in between like 2 and Banana Blitz. Because between 2 and Banana Blitz, it's like, okay, amusement vision's not a thing anymore. Negoshi's still on board. He'll still work on the new game, but like the internet was like a baby. Like there's like so little of a direct line to fans through there, and there's like the series has only really been one thing with the exception of like adventure. So it's like you're kind of just going in blind, whereas now there have been a million games. There's like the internet is the internet now. There's a very direct through line to fans with the survey and with social media. I mean, 2000s nostalgia is kind of at a high, and you just had a game that's literally like, here's the games that you liked back then, and people liked it. And so it's like, I feel like I have a little bit more hope just because it feels like there's a bit more understanding what people want. It's a lot easier than it might have been. And I mean, there's no like big gimmick now, right? There's no like, it's not like, ooh, motion control, this is the future. It's just kind of
You
like...
can swap levels by going into Switch docked mode.
I can't wait. I can't wait till they make the inevitable Monkey Ball Labo game, where you pretty much have to build every stage out of cardboard before you can play it.
Monkey Ball Live home circuit.
And then you have to take a picture of it, and then it works just as well as the Splits picture editor.
I can't wait.
The next game is gonna be Super Monkey NFTs with the Bored Ape.
No.
No, that's the bad monkey. We gotta have the good monkey. I can't wait for the next Monkey Ball game where you just, before you would roll EiEi into the goal by using the stick or tilting your controller, but now you roll EiEi into the goal by throwing your Switch against a brick wall.
I really like the new edition where instead of a goal, you roll him into an NFT, and every time that happens, an NFT gets deleted.
Yeah, it's like this is like this really does something. You roll it into the NFT and the NFT gets squished like a pancake, and then the computer that the NFT is on explodes in real life.
That's what I was imagining. Yes.
So it's just like, wow, the new Monkey Ball's great.
Remember when you can actually squish other monkeys in Adventure? That was funny.
That was actually cool.
Oh, that's good.
That was the funniest thing.
It'll be like that, except they'll be like Bored Ape, like JPEG.
I know, right?
That should be the villain of the new
Hey,
Monkey
Editor
Ball game.
Ninja, you are now obligated to make a meme of that.
But yeah, I think getting back to the point, it's sort of in a position where I feel with the next game too, they kind of know what fans want, but I wonder, I feel like there's two ways it can go. Either they'll do the SEGA thing and take like a big risk and be like, we're going all in on kind of a newer direction, or they'll play it really, really safe. I don't see them doing an in-between. I think they'll do one or the other.
It's very interesting because I have done my search, by which I mean 5 minutes of doing search stuff in a PDF.
That is academic research.
And basically, so Sega Sammy does not tell how any of their games did. So that's
fun.
That's great, So they don't even mention Sonic Colors in that.
Why would you?
But
Yeah, they've never mentioned the Sonic Forces sales. They just keep saying, yeah, it did well.
Well, I know from different charts that Sonic Forces did at least 5 million. I do remember seeing that.
Whoa.
And I saw from Wikipedia that, according to some article, that it sold double in its first week in Europe what Banana Blitz HD did.
I mean, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
And that's the
It's
only
Sonic.
financial data we have.
Wait, hang on. I'm sorry. Only double? Banana Blitz HD sold that well.
I said banana. Well. Remember that was its first week, so
Oh,
It
that's
sold
got
2
number
copies
6.
because Pixel was the only one to buy it in UK. That's all that happened.
Xbox One.
It's like, hello, I'm Pixel Pursuit, and I just bought every Monkey Ball game in the entire UK.
It's like 1 copy.
What, all 3 of them? Dude, this is off topic, so I don't want to dwell on it, but I need one day to know how many Xbox One copies of Banana Blitz HD sold, because I guarantee you it's like a double-digit number at best.
Oh, here's at least one of them.
I'm one of them.
Look at you guys.
We got
You're
one.
early adopters right there.
Exactly.
I know, right?
It's gonna be worth
It's gonna be
$10 million.
collectible. It's gonna be collectible.
Remember
I played it when
when
it was
I thought
free for a
Microsoft was gonna
weekend.
buy Sega? But
Was Banana
yeah,
Blitz free for a weekend?
Oh yeah, it was on
that's
Xbox.
Yeah, fun.
Banana Blitz should probably just be free on Xbox forever. No one's gonna buy it except
Wait,
That's
I
true.
can't wait.
Except
I
the
can't
hardcore
wait
fans.
till it's just like Monkey Ball is now part of Xbox Game Pass, but only Banana Blitz HD.
They would
Let's go.
absolutely do that. That would be hilarious.
You never know, something like that might gauge some real interest for the game.
Engage some
true.
interest.
Because I feel like Xbox people aren't going to go out and buy the game.
Yeah, I think having it on Game... Honestly, if they put Banana Mania on Game Pass, that might actually get the series some new fans.
That is
Dude.
true.
They should do
is
shit
true.
like that.
That'd actually be beneficial for
Um,
Xbox sales probably for the next game.
True. But yeah, I was I guess with that point of we don't know exactly the numbers that really anything is done. My assumption is that Banana Blitz HD probably did okay, and Banana
Yeah.
Mania probably did better than Banana Blitz HD did. Just
Yeah.
given what I've seen, because
It
Banana
at
Blitz
least had
HD
to have a better launch.
Oh, absolutely. Banana Blitz HD, it was like a couple people like, oh, I guess they're putting the Monkey Ball game on the Switch or something.
Yeah.
But Banana Mania, it's like, wake up, Monkey Ball is back, and it like
Yeah.
YouTubers and shit just everywhere.
Yeah.
I bought 5 copies, as
Yeah.
It was
I
a
bought
big
2
deal.
copies. Well, I bought one, but I have 2 copies, so I did my part. Just saying. If you all did not buy Banana Mania, you are a fake fan.
Yeah.
If you don't have it on every platform,
If you're gonna sit here and tell me that you did not buy Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania is it on Series X?
Yeah.
It is.
Yes.
yeah.
Well, then
It's
buy
pretty
it
much
on
for
Series X.
everything.
What are you guys doing?
It's
That's
pretty
so
much for
good.
it's
listening
pretty
to
much
us.
for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
except for
if
N-Gage.
So funny.
Except for the N-Gage.
Every next gen console.
Except for
That
the
was-
GameCon.
That was their fatal mistake.
Yeah, that's
I
what
I
done
think
that.
it really
That's
could
why
have
Nagoshi
exploded
left.
if they put it on the 3DS, right?
That would have been so jank.
I would love that.
Oh,
I
I
would've
really
bought
love
that.
that they have it. Do you think the next game would be on PS4 and Xbox One?
Yeah, I think that's pretty weird because
Yeah.
they're backwards compatible, so there's no reason really not to.
It depends how quickly they make it, but if it comes out in the next year or two, I think so.
I mean,
Yeah.
did you hear they
Yeah.
start reproducing PS4s now because they can't make PS5? So I'm sure we'll be in cross-gen for
Yeah.
another 2 years at least.
I mean, also if they keep using the Banana Blitz HD engine, that's in like Unity, like
Yeah,
that's
they can
pretty
easily
easy.
do that.
If they keep making Switch games, they're gonna keep making PS4 and Xbox One games.
Because like
There's
they're
no
both
reason
not
backwards
to,
compatible, so they're gonna keep making. Like I feel like the PS4 games are gonna be made like forever, just because like you can play them on the PS5.
I feel like it'll be an Xbox 360 situation.
And
Yeah.
and the PS4 has like a huge install base.
yeah,
So
right, exactly.
It's
It
sold better than
doesn't
we
really-
did, so that's pretty a huge amount of people.
That means we'll
Both
get
the
Just Dance on
PS4 and the
PS4.
I'm willing to bet like 80% of Banana Mania sales were between Switch and Steam. Like, I don't
Oh,
think-
for sure.
I don't think many people bought it for PS4 or 5. Besides, Pixel's the
More-
only one I know who actually
One-
like actively plays it on PlayStation.
I
I
think
mean, I
100.
played the
I
PS5
played on-
version, the second most out of all of them. So
I played on PS5. I have the Switch copy, but I actually haven't played it yet, so I've done all my gameplay on the PS5.
I was gonna say, I think definitely more people play it on PS4 and 5 than on Xbox. No one
That's for sure.
Yeah,
plays it
I
on
know.
Xbox.
Only version I haven't played that I own is the Xbox One, and it's because I don't have
I don't own
an
an
Xbox.
Xbox yet.
It's
Same.
pretty good.
I haven't played the PS4 version though, but I don't think it's that much different. So I don't think I need to.
Um,
But-
Nah,
but yeah,
I put
mean,
the Sorry.
Go ahead. I was gonna move on. So finish your point.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I put the PS4 version in my PS5, took it out, put the PS5 version in. Pretty much the same thing.
Oh yeah, like there's no reason for.
I'd be surprised if there was any difference.
PS5 version, it's like
It's
RTX
just like-
on.
PS4, you can't wait for it's like PS4. They have 2 discs for the 2 different games.
The game actually looks really good on PS5. Like if you compare it to the Switch version, it's just like wow, this is that, but like crisp, basically.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine where it's just like you go to the main mode, it's like please enter the Super Monkey Ball 1 disc.
It's just too much data. They can't put that on the same disk. Terabytes and terabytes of game there.
You can't put 2 good games on 1 disc.
No, it's just that's why they did the little like cartridges where it's like, oh yeah, you got 1 game and then you got another game. And,
You got the game that's 12 megabytes on the cartridge, and you got the game that's 5 gigs on the download code. That's the person.
No, I was talking about the Sega ones where it's like. Then again, the Sega ones are sorted weirdly though, because it's like, yeah, you can get Sonic Mania and Team Sonic Racing on the same cartridge, and then it's like, or you can get Sonic Forces and Banana Blitz HD on the same cartridge.
I know that's what we were talking about when we did
It's equivalent
our
exchange.
race. Remember,
Yeah.
Jonii, where it's just like where it's like the old couple that breaks up with over Banana Blitz HD.
Oh yeah, we
Like, I
did
can
it. We
dig
did it. We
it.
did a bit during that where it was like a couple's anniversary or something, and one of them gets the other one like the combo pack of Banana Blitz HD and Sonic Forces, and she like looks up at him and she's like, I know when I'm not wanted, and she leaves and she never comes back.
I know, right?
See, the combo pack makes sense because both games have EiEi and Sonic in some way.
Oh, I guess that's
Bro,
true. I was gonna say they're both like 5 out of 10, which adds
Yeah,
up
they're
to
both
10
the
out
most
of
5
10.
out of 10 game ever, so combine them, it's a
makes it
10 out of 10
10.
package.
Yeah, it's perfect
Exactly.
game.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, kind of going back to the topic of the podcast. What are you guys kind of thinking for if I mean I would assume another game is happening, but let's say let's keep it theoretical. If another game happens, what direction do you guys see it going in? Because I've already said I think it'll be either really safe or really dangerous. What do you guys think they might maintain from Banana Mania? And what they might
I like
try
that. It'll either be very safe or not very safe.
Well,
That's
yeah,
a very
it's not
good
gonna be in
prediction,
between.
Johnny. Very
Well-
good prediction.
Well, no, I'm saying it won't be like, oh, they're kind of taking risks with this one. It'll either
Yeah, I
be
get
like
it.
real, yeah, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys kind of feel?
I have ideas. I'm not saying this is what they will do. I'm saying this is what I think they should do because it'd be really a really good idea.
You cannot debate it. You will be banned if you disagree.
Exactly.
We're not
So-
allowed to have debates on this podcast. We don't talk here. We don't have conversations. We just agree
I know,
with
right?
each other.
We are all of one. We are all of one mind.
Hive
Oh, it's
mind,
a
like
not
this.
cast. I get you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
So basically, the fact that they added like the infinite lives feature, everyone's like, "Oh, infinite lives! Oh, that's so spicy. That's so risque." But I'm like, what that does is that opens up the opportunity for the most intense monkey ball game you've ever seen. Basically, what they should do is that the internet's reputation of monkey ball is funny monkey game, but also intense, hardcore, like welcome to hell. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
What they got to do is they got to embrace that. And what we do is we make Super Meatball.
Yeah.
So monkey ball.
Is that you make everything really hard, but since there's no lives, the challenge of the game isn't, oh, get through all of the difficulty, like, with a certain amount of lives. It's, hey, can you beat this level, idiot? Hey, can you do that?
Yeah. So it's basically like all the Monkey Ball 2 ROM hacks, but like a whole game.
Yeah, I think.
It's very.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Oh,
I was just saying, like, I think it's very interesting because we've all had our opinions on, like, you know, lives and whatnot in Monkey Ball. And from the general discourse of the internet, you know, I see a lot of the casual fans, you know, are split like down the middle about whether lives were a good choice or not. So like, I really wonder what they got from that survey and like what I can very much see them adding like a casual mode and like a classic mode or something
That would be what I
for the
want.
next game.
that would be cool.
So-
I do kind of wonder about that. I kind of lean that they'll stick to the infinite lives thing, but that kind of raises a question with what Daro said.
All right, that's not how you say my name.
I was just thinking about it. I was like, you said it at the beginning again, and I was like, remember it, John, remember it, and I didn't remember it. Daro.
There we go. We did it.
Oh, okay, I gotta get Daro out of my head. What Daro said.
All right, Ninja, kick this guy from the call.
No, I got it right. With what Daro said, it kind of leads me to wonder. Because I feel like we're at a which way Western man point with the French.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that. Where it's like, okay, there might be a middle path here, but I feel like the two hard directions. Are you gonna really kind of do what Banana Blitz and like Step and Roll and all that type of shit's trying to do? Really lean into like, okay, this is a casual game, like well, kids can play this, kids can enjoy it, everyone can play it. Or are you going to lean into, this is a gamer's game. This is for people who grind with like blood, sweat, and tears. This is for people who played the original games back in the day. And if they do try to compromise that, how would they try to compromise it? Because I think what Daro said, I almost said Daro again.
Ooh.
It's that's very much leaning into the, like, this is hardcore direction, but it has that like sort of aspect where it's like, you know, like it's a bit of a rage game maybe, but it's like, well, anyone can still play this. It's trial and error. You just sit there and you see how long you can take. Right, exactly. So there's casual appeal either way. And then if you want to make it even more hardcore, it's like, okay, you get an infinite number of lives to beat this level. But if you can beat it in only like 5 lives, you get something for it.
You got extra stages.
Yeah, you unlock extra stages. Yeah, so you kind of incorporate that back in.
You get the PNG of Jet that they left out of the survey when they said, "Who do you like playing as?"
Oh yeah. That's so good.
That's so broke. Poor Pixel.
For me, I'm a Jet main too.
That's hilarious.
Well, it's your own fault for having bad taste.
Man!
Wow.
Jet is a trash D tier character from a trash D tier game.
Listen, all I'm saying is I'm still mad Arl's not in Banana Mania.
Exactly.
Take it or leave it. But yeah, I think...
Oh shoot, I forgot I had an avatar I could update for that. Rip.
you could lean really hard into that direction, or I feel like leaning into the casual direction is difficult because almost every time they've ever tried to do that, it's been a failure. They've gotten it wrong basically every single time. So I'm not inherently against that direction, but I think what's special about the first few games, and Banana Mania to a degree, I would say they maybe lean a little bit into like, oh, you're going to grind, this is a harder game. But they do strike a good amount of that middle, I think. So I think that might be an interesting challenge, is kind of finding a middle that... Because it feels like that's the business, that's the Sega thing to do. You want to please everyone, but I don't know how easy that is to do with Monkey Ball in a really strong way.
It's very interesting because they definitely did try to make Banana Mania less rage-inducing because, obviously they took away lives. They made a bunch of the stages easier, too. Right. And, they pretty much made it so you could do story mode in any order. Which does kind of make me a little worried for the series if they got such positive feedback. They're like, okay, so maybe we want to lean more into an easier direction. So I don't know. That is my biggest concern with Banana Mania, is if they decide to go full with that idea.
Yeah, I wonder about that though, because then of course like I said, all the other games where it's like, oh, this is super casual, is like, they know that fans they're not super into that. But then it's like, well, okay, but Banana Mania did really well, and we made those easier than the original. So where's the line then? Where's the exact middle? And I feel like
the line is good stage design.
That's
true. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I feel like they might, I don't know, I feel like it's something where it's like, okay, there's a conclusion to come to here, But what is that conclusion? Where will they draw the line? What's kind of the philosophy for that? And if they kind of come away with a conclusion that's actually able to please everyone, or if they kind of miss the point.
Yeah.
You make
My
the
argument-
game like semi-difficult, and then put all the demon levels in its own special demon
Exactly.
category again.
I think that's what they should do. I think they should have like moderately easy to moderately difficult stages for most of the game, and then
You
should
mean
have
like
a
beginner
master
and
tier.
advanced mode?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, but
Just do the
like,
same game again.
Well, no, but
Exactly.
honestly, like even Banana Mania, like my nieces play it, and it's like, oh, this is hard. It gets hard really quickly. So you could maybe even go a little easier than that. Don't go like 3D easy or anything, but like
Yeah.
maybe dial it back a little bit.
Yeah.
And then on Master, just go insane.
Just
Dude,
go
I would
all
love
out.
to see some ridiculously difficult
Yeah.
master
Yeah, do
stages.
stuff that like expects you to know speedrun strats.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
want 68 bracelets in master mode. Let's
68
go.
The way I see it,
145
I-
bracelets.
I think there's a few ways they can make this work while still like pertaining to like the audience they have right now. There's one way they could do it, which is like just more difficulty modes, like maybe have like beginner, normal, advanced, expert, like expert plus, and then master or something.
Yeah,
Which
you
is,
could have, like,
a
very-
gradual scale.
You'd have in like maybe a very very easy like true beginner or something, like just
Yeah.
even
Just
even,
like make it like more
baby
even
easy.
of a difficulty like rise, so it can still
Yeah.
appeal to both audiences. Or they could do like Celeste but Monkey Ball or something, which is like a gradual, like stage by stage, like infinite life thing that like.
I think that would
Daroachie-
work
Daroachie?
well. Yeah,
I
like
can't-
a
I'm
Super
not-
Meat Boy thing.
I'm
But the
not
point-
sure if I enjoy like the idea of like an infinite lives thing like with Celeste, because like yeah, it did work with that game, but like it was also because, well, I'm trying to put what I think into words, but someone go
Yeah.
ahead while
I think it depends how the game is designed. I think in Banana Mania the infinite life system doesn't really work for me because the game is not built for that. The game is built to like be an arcade game. It's supposed to have lives.
Yeah.
And it feels like something's missing when you take that away. If you designed it like a really hard gauntlet thing that's like, no, you're supposed to just go through this
Yeah.
a million times, then that's one thing. But I feel like,
Yeah.
or again, like having the option, I just think like the infinite lives thing can work. I'm kind of partial to having the live system, but I think it's really just tailoring the game around whatever they choose.
Yeah. Now, what could
Yeah.
work potentially? One second, sorry. I'll do you real quick with this. What could work is maybe you have like the normal modes that you'd expect in a monkey ball game, but what if they had like ultimate, but that was every stage in a row without lives?
That would
Like,
be
and
really
that's like
good.
an ultimate. Like
That's
that
how
would be
they
a way to
should
do
do it.
that.
That would actually
while
be sick.
Incorporating the infinite lives. I think that would work. Really
Yeah,
well.
because then it's like all of a sudden the ultimate thing, it's not like, oh god, I'm gonna run out of lives in like the beginner part. It's like, okay, do I have the time and endurance to do this? Because it's
Yeah.
still gonna be hard. It's every stage in the game. But and then like if you want to just play beginner or advanced or something, and it's like, okay, but I don't want to just like mash through advanced and like that's all I ever play those levels. I want to actually like get good. Because I feel like that's part of what the live system is good for, which might prepare for something like Ultimate, is it helps you get good because you have to play the stages over and over again. You want to beat them faster.
I mean, I'd argue like a good system would be like, for example, you have like you start with 5 lives or whatever, right? And then if you use those 5 lives, and it's like, would you like to enter free play mode so you can finish the mode, but you won't unlock the extra stuff?
That's
But
what
like
Loadout
if you
does,
do,
for
but
reference.
like,
Good.
but like if you do complete the extra levels, that would unlock the next difficulties. Like you'd have to complete beginner to get to advanced, and that would be more so that you could have like the easy stuff in beginner, but then you could have more like the original level of difficulty for advanced and expert and whatnot, because they have to be good enough to unlock those things.
Yeah, because I was just thinking, I was like, well, I don't want to restrict people too much, but like if someone's just like a little baby and they play Monkey Ball and they're like, I die on advanced 4 every time, what utility are they actually going to get out of expert? So I think maybe the solution is like, because I want like anyone, even if they don't want to like beat stuff, to have a good amount of content to mess with. So maybe have a couple, if we have the expanded difficulty range like Ninja and I were talking about, you could have like true beginner, easy, maybe advanced unlocked from the start, and then all of the others like expert, true expert, maybe advanced. Because then it's like, oh, you have half the game right here. But if you want to get good, like
there's the other half.
Beyond that,
I definitely do think there's room for like a tutorial, like an actual like set tutorial mode or whatever that has like 10 levels that actually are, true beginner levels.
Well, like teaching you mechanics and stuff. I take a lot of garbage tutorial levels out of beginner.
I kind of feel like that's what beginner mode in the first game already is.
Yeah, beginner mode
kind of.
Pretty good about
but
that.
then you have exam A. Then you have exam A, which
I want stupidly easy for like true beginner. I want like
we want
Monkey
Banana
Ball
Blitz
3D
World
1. Yeah.
Exactly.
I want like that. I want it to be like stupidly like you cannot lose easy unless you're like terrible. And then beginners just like
trophy
beginner
for dying in tutorial.
That should be an achievement. I just thought too, with the expanded difficulties and like, but then you can unlock them if you do them with the lives. If someone doesn't want to do that, if it's like I can't beat advanced, I don't want to grind out advanced, but I want to just try expert, maybe an alternate way of unlocking the higher difficulties is instead of like, you beat advanced, you unlock expert. Maybe you can choose to then instead buy them for like a high number of play points. So it's like, okay, you don't want to beat advanced.
Oh, yeah, kind of like Master and Junior.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's more stuff for the shop too, because then you could.
That's funny. I didn't know Junior did that.
Extra set.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Yeah, just for Master,
forgot.
but yeah.
These are some big brain ideas. Not gonna lie.
Dude,
I know, right?
New director, jeez.
You should hire us, Sega. We have no programming experience.
I was gonna say this should be
the
Monkey
just
Ball
zoom
game.
in every week and just say, "All right, what you got, team?"
There should be the Sonic Mania of Monkey Ball games where they just hire the fans.
Hire this man.
We have no technical ability, but we have good ideas.
No, we'll just design it. I was thinking too, because, like I said, with my nieces, it's like, this game is good, and I'd like the harder levels, but it feels like it gets hard too quickly. And we talked about the expanded difficulties to alleviate that, but I'm kind of thinking, like, what would be a good difficulty curve then? Because you could have the original games where it's like, okay, it's reasonable, but it gets hard kind of fast. Or you could have, like, 3D where it's like, it gets harder, really, really slow.
The mazes get bigger with more walls.
Right. Or you could have, like, an in-between where it's like, okay, like, this is kind of, like, tutorial is all baby easy, but it's, like, kind of gets harder as it goes on. Then beginner's like, okay, it's a little bit. And then, like, all the middle tiers are, like, tough but manageable. And then, like, the hard tiers get really stupid.
Yeah.
Is it kind of, I feel like it's almost more difficult to design like that because you kind of have to, it's really hard to have a good balance between interesting levels and like.
That's true.
I do think that's kind of the advantage of having a lot of stuff in the middle tier of difficulty though, because I feel like that's like, okay, this is hard enough that you don't have to rock the child back and forth the whole time, but like it's at least like, okay, you can do some fun stuff with that. A lot of Monkey Ball levels are like can be described as difficult but manageable. There's a lot of great ones like that, like
Floor bent.
That's yeah.
Well, interesting thing. I had a conversation because I was at a friend's house, and they're like, "Oh yeah, let's play the new Monkey Ball game." So I started up, and they're like, "All right, let's do the main game multiplayer." And like, there's no main game multiplayer. And like, all right, fine, we'll pass the controller around and we'll take turns. So it was the lamest multiplayer ever. But basically, then someone got to floor bent, basically, and they were just they're like me. They're just so stubborn that they'll just ram their head into a wall until either it or they break. And it took them 30 minutes, but they actually did beat floor bent. And,
nice.
I think the point we were just talking about while that was saying is, like, technically, this is one of the first levels you're playing. You should not be playing this level yet because you should have, been all the beginner stages good enough to, ideally go it without continues, basically, Yeah. So like I think to your point, there is a a good balance that you could make with like the difficulty progression. Almost like, dare I say it, Worlds would be an okay idea if it actually had a difficulty curve, unlike Banana Blitz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
if you do Worlds too, then that's. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh, you're good.
I was just gonna say, I hate to be like, just make it like the old games, but you could set up Worlds like Monkey Ball 2, where it's like, or even like Deluxe, where it's like, okay, this level's really hard and annoying, and I can't do it for some reason, so I'll try a different one. And maybe even if you have like, okay, there's like 13, 12 levels or something, and you have to beat 10 of them, maybe it's like, okay, for people who are like, maybe a little more casual, it's like, okay, I don't want to do this one. This one's not fun, so I won't do this one. But then it's like, oh, well, I'm Monkey Ball Jones. I want a challenge.
What if it was what if it was like a map where you complete a level and then you get 2 levels to choose from, and then you beat that, and then you get
that'd be
another
good.
2 or 3 levels to choose from.
That's
And then
kind of
it's
good.
Celeste, but Monkey Ball.
I think
I feel like that
Aaron-
would be interesting.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good idea. I think Aaron had something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say that like I think the Super Monkey Ball 2 like story mode like kind of has a lot of what I kind of like with like the progression of the levels. Although like World 3, I think every world had like starting with like 3, 4, like and onward, like they have like one level that has, or like 2 or 3 that have like a really weird difficulty curve to them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like,
Like-
oh, this level.
What is this?
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest problems that Super Monkey Ball 2's like levels have, is just that like there are those like really huge spikes in difficulty. But I think something like that with like the first like 3 worlds like resembling something closer to the difficulty of Banana Blitz, like would kind of be ideal for kind of I think what I would like to see. I don't know, but like going back to what Jonii was like saying earlier about like they could either go like very casual or very like experimental. Like it kind of reminds me like the place Monkey Ball is in right now. It reminds me how I felt after Sonic Generations, where I was like, I just want more levels and some slight improvements. And then the next
Wow.
game was very much not that.
Yeah.
So I'm really what I kind of want out of Monkey Ball is just to kind of make some of the improvements and some original levels and worlds. And honestly, if like they adapt some of like the level design philosophy that they learned from bringing in 1 and 2 levels to Banana Mania, I don't know. I that sounds like a pretty good game to me.
Yeah, I
they could
honestly,
really
Right.
just make Monkey Ball free, and I think I'd be happy with it.
yeah, I do think like honestly, especially, I mean, like we said, Monkey Ball's always kind of, it's like, okay, let's do this really quick and dirty. You just take the engine from Banana Mania, you take into account what a lot of fans are saying, like, oh, like the story mode's kind of lackluster. It's like, okay, we'll do like maybe a cutscene or 2. We'll get it a little bit stronger. Multiplayer's missing. Okay, we'll add multiplayer. Monkey Target's not so good. Okay, we'll fix Monkey Target. Well, you could literally bring over a lot of the puzzle games from Banana Mania with like minimal additions, and they would be still fine. Just add like more or polish some of them up. Add like some more new stages maybe.
More bonus features. More bonus features. I want reverse mode part 2.
Well, yeah,
Me
or
too.
stuff like that. Just
Yeah.
expand on some of the ideas introduced there. I think that's something they should do too, which is expand on a lot of the ideas from Banana Mania, where it's like, okay, yeah, we have Dark Banana mode. Let's do more of that. We have like unlockable characters. Let's add more. Let's let you play as them in party games. We have like clothing, accessorizing options. Let's add more. Like just kind of build on the basic, because they have a really solid foundation with Banana Mania, I think. So they could
Yeah,
literally just
yeah.
make a Monkey Ball 2 to Banana Mania's Monkey Ball 1, and they would be fine.
I love those
Yeah.
new modes that they added. I just wish that there was more of them.
Exactly.
I hope they add more weird experimental modes. That's like the best part of Banana Mania. Was
And
just,
then
like,
there's-
the
I
crazy
know,
things
I-
they came up with.
And then there's more stuff to earn in the shops.
I think the
Yeah.
best thing I think the best thing about all this too, and this started in Banana Blitz HD to give it credit, is I think Sega is finally out of like the Monkey Ball being a gimmick series phase that they kind of started with Touch and Roll, and then like every series had to have something new. So like Banana Blitz was the motion controls, and Step and Roll was the balance board, and 3D was not good. And then and like now they're finally. And like now they're finally like, all right, well here's these good levels with good controls, not as good as the originals, but good controls. And it's like at least finally they're out of that phase where it's just like every game had to do something like, with gimmicks or whatnot. Now they just kind of hide it in a menu if you want to do it. So that's good at least.
I think that's the cool thing too, is it's like, okay, like maybe someone played Banana Blitz, maybe they liked jumping all to and fro, and it's like, okay, you could still do that. Like, it's just whatever's fun, man. Like, I mean, that's kind of the cool thing too, is it's got that solid foundation, like you said. It's good levels, good controls, and then it's like, okay, so we started by just making a good game at its core, and then adding a bunch of content on top of that, instead of like even something like Step and Roll, which is like, we're gonna start by making this the balance board game, and then we'll add content on top of that shaky foundation. But
I recall they had an interview with like this developer where like when they say, what made you decide to make Step and Roll, and it's like, you know what, we just saw this image of a family playing as a fun party game with the kids, where it's like, we know the balance board is not a very tight controller, but that's what makes it fun as a fun party game.
That's never happened.
All right, so basically you want to make a drunk monkey ball game without making a drunk monkey ball game.
No family has ever gathered around the TV to play Step and Roll as a family, and if they did, it resulted in a fight that ended in divorce.
And if it did, it was no more than like 11 minutes.
It ended up in a fight that ended with the husband buying the wife Banana Blitz HD with Sonic Forces.
Yeah, that's where it originated. That's the exact, like, it was a perfectly happy, healthy marriage, and like playing Step and Roll is where the love died.
And then Jam happened.
Yeah, they saw Jam.
Can you guys please stop talking about my life?
This is turned into a biography.
I actually picture this guy named Jim who's very sort who lived in 123 Hyperbole Street.
His house just looks like EiEi's Funhouse.
I'm just envisioning that though, like Aaron brings Banana or Step and Roll home to their partner, and like with each passing menu selection, their partner looks at Aaron and there's like less love in their eyes.
And I would just have a big smile the whole time.
You're just like, look, it's a little monkey running around, and your partner's just like, I gotta get out of this house.
Jonii, that is my life. Like half the time. I'm like, wow, look at the monkey, and they're like, Aaron, stop.
Aaron, so stop! I'm going to the store to buy milk. Okay.
Monkey Ball.
Monkey goes.
Oh my god! Unironically, Monkey Ball was like a cornerstone of my last relationship. I don't think it would have happened if not for Monkey Ball indirectly. So thanks, Monkey Ball.
Dude, it's great because Monkey Ball is still a fun enough game where like even the party games, I'll just get some friends over. And they're like, hey, what should we play? Like Smash Bros, Mario Kart? I'm like, no, we're playing Monkey Ball. I'm like, what the heck is Monkey Ball? So they come over and then they're like, this looks like the weirdest thing ever. What are you into? And I was like, okay, just have these controllers and you'll play. And then it's like 1 a.m. Like, this is a good game.
Yeah, and it's like
Monkey Bowling goes hard, honestly.
The main game has like a lot of that longevity, but like what always seems to happen when I introduce people to Monkey Ball, I'm like, you want to try Monkey Ball? And they're like, I mean, I guess I'll try Monkey Ball. And then like 3 a.m. hits, and they're like, dude, Monkey Target is the best thing I've ever played in my life. And then they don't ask me to play Monkey Ball. They're like, John, when are we playing Monkey Target? like when I say monkey, my last relationship wouldn't have happened if not for Monkey Ball. I'm specifically referring to Monkey Target.
That's too good.
See, with me, it was sorry to interrupt. I was saying, like, for me, it wasn't Monkey Target since it was Banana Mania and Target is so. It was mini golf for us.
Oh my
now.
god, dude!
You know,
I played golf with my niece. I think it was big golf, and the last hole they don't have a cap on how long it takes anymore. So we reached like hole 50, and my niece was laughing, and I was like, I can't do this no more. And she'll still bring that up sometimes. She's like, you want to play?
Someone.
She's like, you want to? Yeah, sorry, I'll finish this. I was just like, yeah, like she's like, yeah, do you want to play monkey golf again? And I was like, I'm never touching monkey golf ever again. Okay, sorry.
You see, like the next game, I would really like for them to like have a very solid selection of party games that are very I don't know, that feel good to play, because like Monkey Target in the new game kind of broke my soul a bit, because that was actually my introduction to, like, I went over to Johnny's place and it was like 3 a.m. We're just like playing Monkey Target all
just
night.
Like talking about life to playing Monkey Target.
Dude, it was so good. And the new, I don't know, the new one just feels really weird. Apparently, isn't it supposed to be at least a little better than Banana Blitz HD?
It is.
Yes.
It's
okay.
Significant.
Because I didn't play that
It's
one.
different.
I just don't like that you have to tilt back on the stick to not die immediately.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't ever reach any of the platforms, or I would like roll off infinitely.
That's the trick of it now, is you have to like ease back on the stick like the whole time, and it's like, why like I can't
Definitely
talk
does
about,
require practice.
I can't talk about life with someone over this version of Monkey Target.
But I'm hoping the new game is like really tightens up that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think they tried to do this with Banana Blitz HD, and it didn't really it worked out better than it would have if they put every minigame in there, but it still didn't work out so great. I think they should 100% quality over quantity. Put like 6 really good ones in there. Get like good Monkey Target. Keep like leave billiards alone. Billiards
I would have rioted if you said no billiards. That's the best one.
Oh no, there's a bunch from Banana Mania that are already good that you could just bring over and maybe make new stuff for them. Like billiards is good, golf is good, bowling's good.
Yeah.
Fix
Bro,
monkey
I'm
baseball.
trash at billiards IRL, but I will clap in monkey billiards.
I don't think they need like any new party games, because we already have these 12 party games. These are all the sports. Like, there's no more sports to be invented. We don't need any more.
I mean, like, I think I'm trying to think what you would even do.
Where's my monkey lacrosse?
Where's monkey curling?
I was gonna say get rid of Monkey Boat, but Monkey Boat is like good now.
Good now. Yeah.
I love Monkey Boat, unironically.
It
like actually fixed
I was like, you can get rid of Monkey Boat. I don't care. And then Banana Mania came out, and I was like, Monkey Boat is like good. Monkey Race is like good now.
Your life has been fundamentally altered.
Exactly.
You can get rid of like tennis, I guess, because tennis is like the most whatever
okay,
minigame.
I'm trying to think what else. Soccer's kind of whatever.
You need to replace it. We need the reintroduction of monkey butt bumping.
Oh my god, Monkey Keijo, let's go. Monkey Keijo, boys. But I do unironically think whether you take like a game or two out of the set or you just add a couple more, like, you could look at the other Monkey Ball games and just pluck like a game or two here, because there's a couple that are okay. You could take like maybe the Love Course minigame from Banana Splits. You could take
You do Monkey Wars.
You do Monkey Wars.
Let's go.
Make a monkey snowboard a thing again, but make it just SSX Tricky 2 or something.
Yeah, just make it the best snowboarding game ever created, just as a minigame in Banana Monkey Ball.
Nobody's making any more.
Let's get monkey hockey back, because that was a good one from Touch and Roll's minigame.
That is a good one.
Slapped.
Let's get everyone's favorite Banana Blitz minigame, the stupid friggin' hammer throwing one. I love that one. That one I had the most fun with, because I played it with like 3 other people and none of us knew how the hell to do it.
We need monkey jigsaw puzzle back.
Hey.
That one might be okay.
Where's Monkey Fight from 3D?
Oh yeah,
Smash Bros. And Monkey Mario Kart.
That'd be kind of hype.
It's so good. If they made it good, like,
yeah.
But yeah, there's potential there. Just keep the ones that are already good. Just leave them alone. Take the fan favorite ones, polish them up. Get like Target, maybe baseball. And then like see what you can salvage from all the other games.
I really don't get why. Sorry to go off on a tangent here, but I really don't get what Sonic's deal with Sega's deal was. Just like, all right, well, we have a Sonic racing game where Sonic's running, and now we have a Monkey Ball game where they're all racing in their balls. So now, why is it whenever they do like a Sonic crossover, a Sega crossover game, where it's just like, all right, well, now everyone's in carts. So I'm just like, but you already had Sonic running.
Oh, they do.
Sonic
They do this all
Riders,
the
but then they
time.
ruined it.
Well, that's what they do all the time, though. Is they have like an intricate, like lovely, like well-crafted, fun, or even sometimes that's not good, but it's like, oh, it has potential. You can see the sparks of passion in this, and then they're like, let's just do what Nintendo is doing instead. Like, I mean, like that's Sonic Lost World too. That's to a degree that's Banana Blitz, because Banana Blitz, they're like, what if Monkey Ball was just like a platformer?
You know what Monkey Ball really needs? This next one would really benefit from. We need a level editor, but not like take a picture of an Among Us and there's an Among Us on your screen. I want I want Little Big Planet 4, but it's Monkey Ball.
Or like even Smash Bros. Brawl. And
even if they had like a really, if they had a basic like Super Smash Brothers Brawl type editor, it would be like,
where you like clip together a bunch of like
longevity. You know what they should do? They should have the stage creator from Thrillville off the rails for the Nintendo Wii, and then you can use your Joy-Con and you can twist it.
Here's what we really need. We need a Pit of Panga Monkey Ball edition.
I don't know what that is.
We already kind of got that kind of stuff
honestly,
with some of the ROM hacks.
I would be content if they just released Super Monkey Maker.
Yeah.
Super Monkey.
You'd do it then if you're
That'd be
so
so
proud.
good.
Super Monkey Maker for Nintendo 3DS.
There's no pre-built levels, but it's just really fully featured, and
Because,
all of a
like-
sudden we never need them to make
Because-
a game ever again.
It's just Blender.
I've been
It's
waiting.
just Blender. They just sell you
It's just
Blender.
Blender ported to the Switch.
You're just controlling Blender with like your Joy-Con motion control.
I know, and then
Oh my
it's
God.
just like time to import this into Unity, so then it opens like another, like the
Unity
instead of
is on
core
the
spot,
same
you literally
cartridge.
just have Unity, and you just dump it in there.
You're like,
have
wait,
at it, boy.
you're screwing around with Blender. You're like, I've made the perfect Monkey Ball level. Time to export it. And you're like, wait, this isn't right. And all of a sudden, you've accidentally imported it into Halo CE instead.
You get banned if your texturing isn't checker alignment 100%. If one checker's
You don't-
misaligned,
you
you're
don't get-
banned.
You don't get
how it
keyboard
should
shortcuts because you're using Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
You just have
What
to
if-
click on everything.
What if you like make custom textures and you're like, oh, I'm gonna put a little Mario sprite on there, and you just
And then Nintendo DMCA's you and takes it all down. No,
Exactly.
that'd actually be
Shigeru
really
Miyamoto
funny if
comes
someone
to your
made
house.
like a Halo map or like a Splatoon map of like the Monkey Ball 2 debug stages. That's like really big.
That's so good. Open world Monkey Ball.
I'm just
Aaron,
like
let's see it.
I don't know. I've just been like dying for some new stages for so long because I'm just glad that they finally made Banana Mania, because now hopefully we can finally put the first two games to rest, because
That's
Oh my
how
God,
many
that's
games
such a
have
good
those
point.
levels been?
Okay, I'll list them off really quick. We got Monkey Ball 1, we got Monkey Ball 2. Those are the stages. Those are your bread and butter. Does N-Gage straight
You
up
have
use
some
them?
deluxe. You have some deluxe stuff, and that's
Oh,
basically
deluxe,
the
yeah.
only-
yeah.
N-Gage and Junior are close, but I think
There is
they
one
changed
N-Gage
them.
stage in Banana Mania. There is a single N-Gage stage. It is the what's it called? It's called
All right,
like hitter
Ninja, it's
or
called-
something. The one that's like the goal that spins. The version they
yeah?
use in Banana Mania, they removed the wall in beginner, so it's literally just the N-Gage stage.
Touch and roll and splits also have returning
Nice.
stages. and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
about it, actually.
I didn't know Splits did, but Touch and
It was
Roll,
just-
yeah.
just
Touch and
beginner
Roll's, like,
mode.
a lot
Yeah,
of
just
that.
beginner.
Yeah, touch and roll,
So
which is literally just
so
like
we got one
Well,
and
Touch and Roll had half stages borrowed, half of them were new. So
one and two are like your bread and butter, and then you got some from N-Gage and Deluxe. Deluxe uses all of the 1 and 2 stages. Touch and Roll uses a lot of them.
Monkey
Did
Ball
you say-
Junior is literally just a port of 1.
Junior,
There's a few
Junior,
original stages though.
Junior and
Junior.
N-Gage kind of lean towards the Monkey Ball 1 stages, even if they change them.
Yeah.
Banana Mania is all of them.
It has plain, like, diamond, a hairpin, and like Wide Bridge, I think.
Okay,
It has
so-
one
so
step
it's a
and roll
couple.
stage. I know that.
Yeah, there's one step and roll stage. There's one like Banana Blitz stage. I think.
Okay. So just what I'm. Here's the thing, though. Even if a lot of the games we mentioned do have original stages in them, we just listed half the franchise.
Yeah.
I know,
This is
right?
half of the
You
Monkey
could
Ball
argue
games that
if I were to
exist.
Yeah,
put
and
this
then-
in the most cynical,
Also-
way possible, they pumped out the same 2 games for 5 years, then ruined it for 10, and then just finally remade the other ones, and that was
Literally
considered
that.
good by the fans.
And yeah, because you have to choose. It's like your choices are basically Monkey Ball 1 and 2, or like maybe a couple good stages amongst like a ton of filler.
Do you want to play Monkey Ball 1 or 2, or do you want to exist in a state of perpetual suffering?
Yeah.
So it's just like I really want some new stages that are like designed with the philosophy of the first 2 games.
Oh yeah,
I would say that's Splits, but Splits is
Oh,
locked in the
Splits.
Vita, so.
Splits is like the only other one where it's like, oh, or you could have a good
Yeah.
game, but it's on.
And,
That's
and
the
even then,
monkey's
isn't
paw.
Splits like
The monkey's
pretty
paw.
close, but not quite like.
I don't know. I'm enjoying it, so I can't.
I've
say
just
much.
heard it's good. I mean, even then, like if they put out a new game and it was like, oh, these stages are good. They're certainly not the originals, but it's a good, solid set of stages. I'd be more than happy with that. I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
fine. It's hard to match the originals. The originals are really
It kind
good.
of scares me though because like
I don't know if they could do it.
Banana Mania, like I think it's a very good game, but it even still had like some issues, and that was with all of the work already done for them in terms of like designing. So
That's kinda
it makes me
true.
wonder like how a new game would come out if they had to build everything from scratch.
I just wonder because even if they had Nagoshi and Shirosaki, it's like Nagoshi made Banana Blitz. That was his baby. Like it's
Well,
certainly not
yeah.
for your fault. Shirosaki, we've never gotten to see him make original Monkey Ball levels because he's only worked on ports and remakes. So even
Wait,
even
was
with them-
Nagoshi producer or director of Banana Blitz? Let me look this
I'll
up.
look
Pretty
because
sure he was
I think he was
pretty
director,
sure he was
but I could
director.
be wrong. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting situation, and with the people we have left, like no idea. I could not tell you. He was director and producer.
Damn.
oh wow.
What's
really
the
was
difference
crazy.
when it comes to video games?
Producer is the one that's in charge of financing and whatnot, and like the director is in charge of like this is actually what goes into the game, and these are how the levels are designed. So like
Oh, okay.
producer is
Yeah.
more like the corporate head. Director is more
Yeah.
like the creative head.
Oh, and then on the remake on HD, Masao Shirosaki fills both of those roles. So
Yeah.
fun. But yeah, it's definitely like we don't know. Even if you had like the original people, like every single original person who made 1 and 2 in Deluxe, they haven't made new Monkey Ball levels in like how long for most of them.
Almost 20 years.
Yeah, like at minimum, like assuming, and I don't even know if this is true or not, but assuming like maybe 1 or 2 of those people worked on 3D, that's still like 10 plus years. So it's like I don't even know if like what the original people would do if it's like here, don't worry about like making an easy game or a motion control game or a balance board game or whatever the hell. Just like make a Monkey Ball level that you think would be fun. Like I don't know what they would do. I don't know
Yeah.
what anyone would do who works at SEGA. Exactly.
Make them do all the work.
Because
I guarantee you.
then I can make the
it'd be
boob level.
hilarious. You know, what'd be hilarious is if they just had like an online thing. It was just like, all right, fans, let's see your ideas. Submit a stage idea, and if it's good enough, we may put it in the new Monkey Ball
And then
game.
they
And then
just take
the
'em.
Monkey Ball
We
game
take all
comes
the
out,
credit for the
and it's
stages
just
added.
it's just all the creative, the fans level ideas.
That would be pretty good because then they'd do that. They'd be like, it's like hiring new designers, except you don't have to pay them.
Basically.
Copy paste the ROM
All
hacks,
the work is
wholesale.
done. This is the only way that they can make a new Monkey Ball game on a low budget.
God, that's the only way it can get to. It's like, oh god, we need the 8 months to actually build everything up and add features and polish. Like we don't have
No.
time to make levels.
None of it's cohesive, so like half the levels are using different stock textures.
You go to one level and it's like oh that was legitimately a good level in the style of the old games, and the next level is like literally a shit post. It's
Now
like,
there are pictures of Plushie from Super Mario on these steps. That's crazy.
You could end up like the Wii version of the Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, where you look at the floor texture and it's like, that's deviant art of Sonia from Sonic Under.
So
It's like, how did that happen?
Now, I think another thing with the level editor, you go one step beyond. You make it so you can edit party game levels, custom monkey target. That's right. Exam C is a target level now.
Oh,
Exam.
that'd be kind of
awesome though.
No, I
Dude.
joke, but somebody already did that for Monkey Ball
We
too.
need it.
That'd be so
I did
cool.
see
We need to turn floor bent into a monkey target level so everyone can suffer forever.
No, we need to see Floor bent into a monkey billiards level.
Oh no.
The Monkey Race editor is just literally Mod Nation Racers' track editor from PS3. You've ever played that game?
I had the
Hear me
demo
out.
of that.
Hear me out. Floor bent, but for monkey fight.
That's so good.
That would be a neat idea though, to like
be-
reuse
that'd
some
be
of these
kinda cool.
levels with minigames, but
I
not
don't-
to the
No,
extent of
no.
Mario Kart where they like
No,
don't
no.
even include
Yeah,
anything
we're just
original.
lazy.
launchers with monkey fight.
No, that'd be kind of awesome though.
That'd be sick. Just go.
Have to get up on the top platform just to fight.
You just camp.
Wait, the items on the top platform, so you have to like get hit up there to get an item or something.
That would be
Yeah,
kind of good.
yeah.
That'd be kind of awesome.
Just make an in-engine like multiplayer mode, King of the Hill. Just
King of the Hill.
Launchers.
it plays like regular Monkey Ball, but you gotta knock people off.
If you have custom sound files, you can just throw the Halo announcer in there.
Yeah.
Multi-kill.
Banana.
banana kill.
I'm
That's
gonna
for
make a
Monkey
minor tangent. In Junior, you can knock off the other player in multiplayer. So.
That was one thing about the old announcer though, because he did really sound so like, you know, the new announcer's just like game set. You know, you
Game
just very
set,
neutral.
go, yeah.
Like the other one was just like, you know, bingo, shot down. It's just like
You
was so
lose.
energetic.
I was gonna say he almost sounds like he's like sarcastic sometimes, like he's like, ready, go.
Go!
Whereas the new announcer sounds like she's like feeling happy for you. She's like, ready, go.
That's like
Yeah.
with Adventure,
You got this.
where they use the unused lines from Monkey Ball.
Go!
Like,
Yeah.
Go.
Really mom vibes versus dad vibes.
You.
My favorite
You guys-
goal sound will always be the Junior one. That'll always be my favorite.
How sick would it be if they let you like pick a couple different announcers? Because I know there's issues on some of those fronts, but like it's like, oh, do you like the
Yeah.
Banana Blitz announcer? Do you like the 3D announcer? Like just use that, or do you maybe if they have a new announcer for the new game, do you like the Banana Mania announcer? Like.
One of the announcers can just be like the CEO of Sega. Just
I would love if they did like some stupid thing too. Like, do you want Sonic to be the announcer? And it's just
I do.
Roger
that'd be
Craig
awesome.
Smith.
That'd be
Ready?
cool.
Go!
It's like SA2. It's like Sonic Adventure 2 with like the menu thing.
That would
It's
actually
like how
be
if you
sick.
spin the analog stick and walk like the president's assistant.
Yeah,
and
you get the
announcer.
secretary.
Oh, that's so classic.
Yeah.
I would love if they threw in like a couple joke ones like that. Like maybe EiEi is one of the announcers, so it's just Uki.
He just goes
That'd be so
jam.
good.
Jam.
I do not
I
want to
have-
hear any more about Jam in this podcast.
I'm gonna keep
I'm
it
more of a
brief.
Jelly fan.
I'm
myself,
I'm
but-
just gonna say because I have a bias, the three announcers I want are EiEi, Sonic, and Arl. Okay, thanks, bye.
Alright, thank you very much.
Could we actually get EiEi to have like an actual voice
No.
saying
No.
things?
No, I just want him to like inflect like he's saying the
Yeah.
line like Uki. Okay.
Okay.
That'd be so cool.
It does sound like he's saying "go" in Monkey Ball like 1 and 2. Anyway, when you
Oh, that's
start.
true.
Oh, he does.
Let's go.
He does. They do.
Wait,
They do.
now
They
that I
do
think
say,
they
say let's
they
go,
do say
so.
English.
In Banana Mania they say a couple words. Like Mimi's like thank you.
And Yan-Yan's like,
Yeah.
gay!
II has Let's Go.
Let's go.
Whenever
Yeah.
he starts up.
I think Gongon has a
go.
couple too. I think Gongon also has thank you, and I think he might have one more.
He also
Yeah.
has. Oh.
Ninja ever having the funnest time with Gongon when the game came out because we're like, why does he sound like a literal Looney Tunes character? Well, all right. Is there any other big points we want to cover before we call this one a day? I think we could.
I guess we could do we could do one more thing. We could do if they added on a new monkey character, what would the new monkey character be?
like a returning one from an older game or like a brand new one.
A new one, like a brand new monkey.
His name is Pee-Pee.
I like the idea that you maybe do
Well,
something.
it could be Pepe.
Oh no, you don't want to do that. I like the idea that you do kind of what Yan Yan is, where it's like, oh, that's not a monkey, it's a lemur, but it's like that's kind of close. Like get a different variety of animal that still fits in with.
Just
the
add
core
like
group.
Mighty the Armadillo.
Just straight up like a brand new Monkey Ball character. It's like, isn't this in Sonic? No, it's a different Mighty the Armadillo, and it's the exact same design.
It'd still be more used than the original character guy.
Is that Vector the crocodile?
Ray the flying squirrel, and if you hit A, he just levitates.
all I want is Jet to come back and be a real boy again, and I want Hatsune Miku.
Radio, I agree. I mean,
Hatsune. I'm kind of surprised they didn't put Hatsune Miku in there.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we're talking guest characters, I got a short list. I want Miku. I want Arl. I want Ulala. Done.
Who was a
Perfect.
person on Twitter that snuck her like custom art into the Wikipedia
Yeah.
That's
page
so
of Banana
good.
Mania?
That was so good.
Oh,
And like the
yeah, I know who-
Wikipedia admin
should put her in the next game.
went so hard after. It's like, you may have thought this was funny because it's a joke, but this is a serious thing. I'm just like, dude.
No, it's hilarious.
I found out afterwards. I actually used that image in in the podcast. That was just like the
so
default
good.
image for Banana. It was like the best looking box art image too. So
We
it's
should
like-
they should I know we joked like, oh, you can design the levels, and then they don't have to pay for it. Why don't they do that with the monkeys? It's like, show us your monkey OC, and if it's good enough, we'll use it. In the
No.
I get mine in the game. Let's go.
I
Johnny,
guarantee
Johnny.
you.
Ninja OC. Yeah, what's up?
I guarantee you that will not end well.
I mean,
no.
We
yeah.
need to.
They pick a monkey OC, and it's like, okay, and this one was designed by Ken Penders.
No. So we had the monkey customization a little bit in Banana Mania.
Mhm.
So now we go one step further and we go Sonic Forces levels of making
Yes!
a
That'd be
character.
kind of awesome, dude.
I would
Tony
lose it.
Hawk level create a monkey, create a skater where you could just like adjust the face width or whatever.
That would be so good.
Yeah.
If they made it like the
It would-
Tony Hawk editor too, the true joy is then you could get a Pixel Pursuit comparison where he'd be like, okay, can you guess which one's the creator skater and which one's the real me? And it's just Monkey Pixel Pursuit in the corner, and it would be great.
Which
Exactly.
one of these monkeys is Ninja?
Dude, if I can recreate my monkey in some kind of editor program, that'd be the most basic.
I would
I'd be
unironically love that.
infinitely happy with that.
And then you could do like Sonic Forces too. You could pick a couple different types of animal as a base.
like different hairdos and stuff.
Honestly, they should just import the OC maker from Sonic Forces.
Yeah, actually get use out of it.
Yeah, use it in a good game. Well, all right. I think that's probably good. I think there's a lot here that we could honestly hyper focus on.
I know,
in future
right?
podcasts,
So,
like
Yeah,
in
party
so-
games.
conclusion, Sega, you should make us all the directors of the next Monkey Ball game. We won't actually contribute any technical prowess. We'll just zoom in once a week and just say, all right, this idea is good, this idea is bad. And,
Yeah.
well, you should pay us to do that.
And Sega-
That's a very good idea.
Instead of hiring this man, you should just hire this crew, because we
Yeah,
know more about Monkey Ball than you know about yourselves.
My
Ooh.
my DMs are open, Danny.
I know, right?
In conclusion, we're getting Super Monkey Ball Adventure 2 undisputed. So
Yeah.
Monkey Ball Adventure
excited.
2, when?
So excited.
Tomorrow.
Monkey Stranding.
Monkey
And then it gets
Stranding.
announced before
End
this
it on Monkey
podcast goes
Stranding
up.
right there.
it better get announced the day we put this podcast
That'd
up.
be good.